All right, here we are going live. Absolutely marvelous. So here we are, as I say, um, at the beginning of a new year, 2024, which is really cool. We have a whole year stretched out in front of us that's new and exciting, and we can have as many adventures and fun as we can in this year for 2024. And hello, Robin. How are you doing? Happy New Year. Yes, first time since oh hi Carol, happy new year to you as well. It's the first time I've been on in this year. Oh yeah, exciting. So that means that you may see me at least, maybe if I don't miss a week, 52 more times this year. Good Lord, you poor people. Anyways, thank you for signing in today, and welcome to Wacky Wednesday at my sewing room. And of course, we go live Monday to Fridays around 4:15 every day, and you can find us on Facebook and YouTube. And we absolutely love getting your thumbs up, your loves, all your comments, and thank you so much for your support. And I see that Anne S. and Tina B. have both signed on. Happy New Year. Oh, who's over here? Oh, that's Robin saying Happy New Year as well. So a few shout outs before we get started on our show today. And I'm going to come back to Michelle. Hi, Michelle G. I've got something for you at the end of the show, so thank you. Hi to Ruth C., Carol D., Ann S., who's online, Nancy C., Elaine W., Tina B., who's with us. Ruth C. is with us now, too. Elaine W., I've got Tina twice. Do I say Tina twice? Okay. Ann L., I haven't seen her come on yet. Sandy A., Loanne F., Chris L., and Sandy, I sure hope you went home and did some sewing last night, some quilting. Rita D., Pat V. I had Pat V from Michigan come on. And hi, my sewing room. Hello. Ann R., Roxanne A. Hi, Loanne. Teresa W., Cynthia H., Esther. Oh, there's Cynthia. She's back. Hello, Cynthia. Teresa W., Esther R., Robin and Carol. We've seen. Hello, hello. I had Agnestia P. come into the store and tell me that she watches. And of course, we have to do a shout out to the parents of our dogs, right? Mary Zed with Spencer, Olive, and Olivia. Oliver and Olivia, Glenda and Mike and Peanut. Now, Irene and Barry, I'm saying hello. I don't know if you have a dog or not. And Sheila and Bev from the Golden Girls, Betty L., and Jean and Maui Jim. And I imagine that Maui Jim is getting all excited because his quilting cruise that he set up with Pat K is about to set sail. So that's wonderful. So thanks everybody for joining me today. And it's a Happy New Year, baby. So welcome to the first Wacky Wednesday of 2024. And I want to introduce you to my baby. Here he is. Here he is. Here's the new year. Isn't he adorable? Or she, or whatever. He's kind of this person is headless, so it could be anything. I don't know. But welcome to 2024. And when I was talking to you earlier about making goals for 2024, one of them was to make a new project every month. The other is to try and do a new technique every month. So this week is the start of my new project. Anyways, my friend had a new grandbaby, just had the new grandbaby. She just texted me today to say that he, and I'm going to assume it's a he because the name is Jasper, was born last night. So they're home, everybody's healthy and well. And I thought, you know what, this sweet new little baby needs a baby quilt. So that's my first project, is a baby quilt. All right, so some things that I came across while I was rooting around at my sewing room. So I want to show you a few of the cute little quilt kits that our lovely Dawn makes in our quilting area. So if you know if it's a boy or a girl and they are particular to colors for boys and girls, we have two of the cutest little quilt kits. They're called Little Things Quilt Kits. And of course, there's one that's all blue and one that's kind of a pastel-y pinky peach color. And they're adorable. And these little kits provide you not only with the pattern, but all the fabrics for the quilt top and the binding. So all you've got to do is get a backing and batting. And they turn out to be about 34.5 by 54 inches. That's a fairly decent size for a baby quilt. You know, you think that they may go on their crib, or it could go on the floor for them to play on. And I think that's a fairly decent size, 34.5 by 54. So those ones are called the Little Things Quilt Kits. And I know that Tyler was kind enough to put all of my things that I'm showing you today on this Facebook and YouTube, and that way you can click directly to our store and find those kits. All right, so there's a couple more that Dawn have made up. So the next one is called You Are Loved. And that's a very sweet one too. It's got the little llamas and sheep, and very delicate and gentle. It has the quilt pattern and all the fabrics for the quilt top and binding. And again, you need your own backing and batting. And this time it's 41 by 57. So again, a very generous quilt for a crib or for the baby. You can wrap the baby up in it. All right, so those are three of the beautiful quilt kits that Dawn made. I have to show you the fourth, because this is the one that I selected to do. Are you ready? Well, and you got to remember, it is January. It is cold and wintry. Well, sort of cold and wintry. More like foggy and frosty, but that's close. So I selected I Love You to the Moon and Back. And this fabric line is called Blast Off. And it has a panel in it, and then some borders, and Miss Dawn has selected some really fun borders. This would be the panel with the big rocket in the back, and then she's picked me some really sweet borders, and I'm going to suggest that maybe that stripy one might even be my binding at the end. I think that would be really cool. Anyways, so I am going to attempt to make this lovely quilt kit called I Love You to the Moon and Back. And its pattern is, this one comes, of course, with everything I need to make my quilt top. I just need to do the batting and backing. And it's 58 by 66. So that's the color wave that I selected, with the white background and then yellow, red, and blue outside. Now, if you don't want to do it by a kit, that's the one that I selected. But if you would like to do it with any of the absolute beautiful panels that come with this kit. So there's a light baby blue for Blast Off. There's also a black one. I'm not quite sure, but maybe it's good because then it won't show dirt. I don't know. Anyways, there's one in black. And of course, I selected the white one, Blast Off White. They're very, very sweet. So you could actually make your own kit, selecting whatever of these tops that you would like, and then pick out some batting and backing, or batting, backing, and you do your own borders and your binding for those. So I brought the fabric with me. What do you think there, little buddy? Are you in for showing some beautiful flannel material? So when she kits, of course, she uses the line that it comes with, and this is Blast Off. Let me switch over so you can see close up. So it has a multi tossed one with rocket ships and stars exploding and planets and lots of lovely things. Now, she used this particular pattern in the kit for doing a binding and for the borders, but there's also comes in yellow, and for those people who just can't make up their mind, rainbow color. So you've got lots of different really nice striped ones that would make great bindings. So those could be really good bindings. They can make really good borders. I like this because it offers quite a big picture for borders. It also comes in black, and I believe it came in blue as well. So you could use that as a larger border around your panel. Or you want to mix it up a little bit. Here's a really cute one with green. So this is kind of more like space, and with spaceships and rockets and really cute little star clusters. Okay, and then of course this one with all the cute little rocket ships and stuff. Now this is a bit bigger print, so this might make a very nice backing for your thing. Hi Rose, I see you signed in. Happy New Year. So this one might make a really nice backing. So that might be something fun. So I still have to select what it is that I will use on my backing. But I think this will be a fun project for January. I've taken my kit home already, and we'll start putting the top together this weekend and have that for sharing with you next week. And then you can see how it progresses through the month of January. All right, that is awesome. So that was a baby quilt. So my little friend here and I are going to make a baby quilt. That's our first project for this year. So that, that means that I have 12 projects I have to do this year. Anyways, let's hope that they all fall into place as easily as this one did, right? Oh, Sandy, good for you. You got 20 rows done already. That is awesome. Good work. All right, you guys. So I will be showing the quilt in its stages of creation on Wacky Wednesdays. And of course, the idea is to have it completed by the end of January. So we shall see, and wish me luck. All right. I have a couple of jokes for you. Of course, you can't get away without me telling a story or two, right? Hi, Carol. Oh, my 9-year-old granddaughter and I are kicking off the new year tomorrow. She will start to learn how to use the Brother SE750 that I bought her for Christmas. Oh, fun and games. That is awesome. Good segue, too. I'll hang on to that comment for just a minute and tell you a couple of jokes, okay? So, why should you put your calendar in the freezer? To start off the new year in a cool way. I think we're starting off ours in a cool way. We're gonna make a rocket ship to the moon and back. All right. What happened to the person who stole the calendar on New Year's Eve? Why, of course, they got 12 months. I'm a riot, I know. Okay, no, I'm just being silly. I have one last joke, and I kept the best for last. Are you ready? Where can you find a comedian at a New Year's Eve party? Hey, Deb, where can you find a comedian in the New Year's Eve party? In the punchline. Oh, she says, oh, I got a laugh out of her. All right. Anyways, yeah, so in the punchline, that is awesome. So I want to go back a little bit to what Carol had mentioned about getting her granddaughter a new sewing machine for Christmas. And of course, Carol's an expert sewer and serger and everything. So her and her granddaughter will be fine learning how to use the new machine. But if you purchased a new machine or you bought one for someone, there are new owners classes with any of the ones that were purchased from us. And so there's Brother, there's Bernina Burnett, sorry. And of course, if it was an embroidery machine as well, not only do you have sewing, but you have embroidery. So those are our new owners classes that are free of charge. There is a kit fee for the materials that you use in that sewing class. But if you're interested in doing that, the new year is here. The classes are starting to get put online. You can have a look at them at our website at mysewingroom.ca. or give us a call at the store and we can tell you what's available and get you into it. So again, that's the new owners classes. So call us at the store, 403-252-3711. All right. So I also talked about techniques, having a technique every month. Well, the first technique I was going to do is called the rope bowl with Miss Ann in her class on the 20th. However, that class is now full. So, and I am working that day, so I am going to opt to take it virtually at home at a later date. So I will try, and then I'll show you how that turns out afterwards. But I have a different technique for this month. All right, so that, I just wanted to let you know that that rope bowl class is full. But if it was so popular, Anne might do it again. So we'll see. All right, I also want to mention that Anna's got the advanced tuffet class coming up as well. So if you made one tuffet and you want to make a really fun tuffet like I did, there it is. The pattern came in. It was the gnome tuffet. I just had a ball with this one. Anyways, that advanced tuffet class is January 27th and February 3rd. Those are Saturdays, and it goes from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So give us a call if you want to make something really cool, especially the gnome one. All right, and then Miss Chelsea mentioned to me, hi Nancy, I just mentioned to me that the new Quilting First class has been posted. It starts February 8th. And I'm going to be a dork because I don't know what date February 8th is. I don't know what day it is. But anyways. Yeah, okay, Chelsea says she doesn't know either. Okay. It might be Wednesday or Thursday. Anyways, check on the calendar on our website, but the next Quilting First class starts, and that would be a fun use of your new sewing machine and a great way to get a project done this year in 4 weeks. So yeah, that timing seems quite suspicious when I say it that way. All right, so a couple of things before I sign off for today. I just wanted to let you know that we're still looking for a few good people, floor staff, with the eventual opening on Sunday. Also a long arm person to help out in the long arming area. Doris is handling it for right now. And a receiver. And it's not really a shipper receiver. It's more of a data management type person, because that person has to take in product, do inventory, order products for us. Bye, Charles. Have a good evening. And do that. So we're still looking for some really, as they say, looking for a few good people, right? Anyways, that would be great if anybody out there knows of someone who would like to come and have some fun with us. All right, and I just want to now, going to go back, segue back to saying hi to Michelle. Michelle had asked me earlier, she'd come in, and I really like your questions, and maybe I can come up with answers for you if you have questions. Just mark them down in the comment section, and if I can't answer them today, because I can't always see all the comments, I will definitely read my comments. I always watch the show again and read comments and see who's there and let you know how it goes. So she was talking about this lovely Clover needle threader, and I have this is my needle threader, and what I have found is this lovely little needle threader is very nice for smaller needles, not thick shafted needles, but smaller ones, and you just put the needle with the eye down and you use your finer threads. So I use this one all the time for when I'm threading my needles for my quilt, for when I am doing the binding. And of course it never works for me on first go, because that's the way it would be if we were on. Okay, so remember that you got to put it eye hole down and needle up, needle pointy part up. Ouch, and then you stick yourself. And then you put the thread in. Okay, and then hopefully I did it. No, I didn't do it. Keep trying. Maybe my knee. Okay. just when I got to show you all this, it doesn't work. But maybe I try a different needle. Maybe I'll have better luck with a needle that's a little bigger. And I get the eye, putting the eye hole there. There we go. And we got the thread in place. I was playing with this earlier and couldn't get the darn thing to go, and yet it does work. I know it does work. I just can't get it to work. Okay. Anyways, the question she said was, does it work on things like floss? And right at the moment, I can't get it to work on thread. But floss is a lot thicker, even if you only use one strand. So the other problem is once you get a needle that's got a big enough eye for that thread to fit through, it doesn't fit in the slot. So my answer to poor Michelle is that no, this needle threader will not work on embroidery floss with embroidery sized needles. That's too big for fitting into the slot. I have so much fun and I can't get it to work. But no, it does not work on thicker threads and thicker needles. It has to be fine thread and fine needles. And you know, if all else fails, there's always that lick and spit method, right? Where you lick the end and spit on it and stick it through the needle. Or you can use the alternative is some of the needle threaders that we've got. This is the embroidery stitching tool needle threader. So this one would definitely work for floss. And it is probably the easiest thing to use. You just thread this through your needle, put as many strands of floss as you want through the opening, pull it back, and your needle is threaded. So this is a really good one if you're using the floss like DMC. Miss Ann picked this one out as well, so I thought I'd let you know. This is a smaller quilt needle threader. So this is for very fine needles and very fine thread, and it's got a little loop through it. So you put your thread in there, slide your needle, I guess your needle first, and then put it through the loop. And when you pull it back along the little guard, it threads itself. So that is what I have discovered. So Michelle, if you're watching this now or if you watch it later, that does not work on floss. You need a different needle threader. And I will continue to play with my needle threaders in order to get it to work. But I think I broke it. It was working, and then all of a sudden now it doesn't work, and I think I broke it. Nothing ever lasts forever. Anyway, so I just wanted to catch that up with Michelle. So if you have any comments, things you want to know, things you'd like me to do a demo on, I'd be more than willing. So if you say it on the chat here and leave a comment, or bring it to the store, or email us at orderdesk@mysewingroom.ca, I will be more than gladly to give you a really bad demo of something. Anyways, I can come up with an answer for you. All right, everybody. So I'm off and running on my first project for 2024. So wish me luck. I will be back next week to show you how far I've gotten and how it's turning out. Plus, next week will be my first technique class for 2024. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to be surprised. All right, everyone. I hear that there might be a little bit of bad weather coming our way. I don't know how it is down in Maryland, or where was my other lovely lady from? She was from Michigan. I'm not sure how the weather's holding out. We've had a tremendously wonderful Christmas season. It got really foggy, as I said this morning, and frosty, and snow's supposed to come. But we've been so lucky in our winter weather. We've been able to do it. So anyways, all right, everybody, that's it for Wacky Wednesday for this week, and I hope to see you back next week for the first